What is going on, YouTube? We are just getting started with a little Amazon FBA Q&A. As always, we got the Tiki Talk Live right here. Shout out to everybody who's been subscribing to the YouTube as well. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think I'll do a giveaway. Yeah, I'll do a giveaway once we hit 10K on YouTube. I don't know what I'll give away, but we'll figure it out. Maybe like a little cash prize or something like that. My guy Air Sticks up in the live. Good to see you. How to negotiate pricing. So number one is you want to contact as many manufacturers as you can. Make sure that they're verified. Make sure that they have trade assurance. Make sure that they've been in business for at least 2 years. And make sure that they have a good star rating on Alibaba. And then from there, you're going to first off, let them know what price you need it at. Some will meet you in the middle. Some will tell you that's too low. Some will give you their set price and say that they can't go any lower. I wouldn't necessarily listen to that when they say they can't go lower. There's always wiggle room. Manufacturers, like even when a manufacturer tries to come and tell me, we are barely making margins on this. That's not true. They have great margins. And then take the lowest quote that you get from a manufacturer and use it as leverage for all the other ones. I mean, how many manufacturers have you contacted, Justin? Let me know. $19.5. I want 17.5. You're not too far off, bro. You're really not too far off. Just a little bit more pushing, and make sure. And again, let me ask how many. I have 3 samples, not samples. How many manufacturers have you contacted? Because that's important. It's good that you got the 3 samples. That's usually the amount that I'll get. 5, that's not enough, my friend. I contact 10 to 20 because it's going to help you leverage these other manufacturers. Because one of them is bound to give you a lower price, right? And then you take that quote, you send it to the other manufacturer, be like, listen, for similar quality, they don't know if you've seen the quality or not, but you say, for similar quality, I have this quote. Is there any way that you can match it? And you go from there. And then you kind of just rinse and repeat that process, and you be stern. You say, I can't do it for this price. I won't have. And also say things like, this is my first order, and for me to be profitable on Amazon, at first I contacted 20, then went to 5. Okay, I got you. And then let them know, like, just be honest. This is my first order. I plan to be a long-term customer and place much larger orders in the future. And for me to be profitable on Amazon, I'm going to need it at X price. And then let them know, like, hey, almost make like a verbal commitment. I plan to order this many units my next order once I sell out of these units. And then let them know at some point you'll, God willing, order thousands of units with them. Let's go. We're at 2K likes. Once we get to 3K, we are going to do live product research and live product differentiation. We shall do both. Let's get it. Also, Airstick, I don't know if you're listening. Sometimes Airstick just comes in the live and supports, like my brother. But Airstick, if you are paying attention, what do you think of the thing that I just showed in the mentorship call today? Do you think it's a game changer? Do you think I overhyped it? Do you think that it's sick? Been using ChatGPT to help negotiate. How's that been working for you? That's the one thing I haven't really used ChatGPT for, to be honest with you, just because I'm pretty solid at negotiating. You could also get a sourcing agent as well and have them source on your behalf. Okay, maybe Airstick isn't in here. I don't know. He got a gift badge. I don't know how that works, honestly. Is there a honeymoon period on Amazon with new products? Yes, there is. 6. Are your one-on-one calls on mobile with you? It's on Zoom. So like if students want to go over their listing, if they want to go over their PPC ads, if they want to go over differentiations, we can do screen sharing and stuff like that. I personally think that a Zoom call gives you more value than just if we hopped on a call. But yeah, it is one-on-one with me. Can you help me find suppliers? I can teach you how to, but I won't find suppliers for you. I am going to start offering a sourcing service to my students. Do you use AI to make listing images or service that does for you? I have my own team. Overall, it's a game changer and should really, really streamline the process. Yeah, bro, I think it's a game changer too, to be honest with you. It's going to be pretty dope. I'm very, very excited for it. Happy. I don't do arbitrage or wholesale. I don't resell other people's products or other brands' products. I am the brand owner. Do you help? Does help to increase budgets on ads? It depends. If you're profitable, yes, but if you're not profitable, you don't fix an ad issue with spending more on ads. I make that very, very clear in my content, you guys. This is, I'd say, the biggest reason why I see Amazon sellers fail. Like, it's not even people launching the wrong product, it's people mismanaging their PPC. Do you use product inserts? I used to be really against them back in the day. Well, actually, I was for them back in the day, and then I became really against them. And then now I'm leaning more towards yes again, but they have to be Amazon TOS compliant. You can't like ask people for a 5-star review. You don't want to lose your Amazon account for a product insert card. It's really not worth it. You private label, yes sir. Happy. The best business model on Amazon, if I do say so myself. What up, Alex? Good to see you, my guy, as always. So we got it early today. So this is what I'm saying. The earlier we do it, the more time we have to do it. I'm still going to answer everyone's question, but we'll go over some live product research right now. I do. Iman, good to see you. So is 30% margins good? Yeah, that's great. That's great. You guys have to, and I'm not necessarily talking to you, Justin. I'm speaking generally. But you guys need to realize that like the average profit margins for most businesses is actually not as high as you would think. Like we did this on a live one day. We asked ChatGPT what the average profit margins for certain industries were. And 90% of industries run below like under a 20% margin. There's a handful that run above that. I just want to test the product to see how system works, but I want to test wholesale model. Nice, man. I mean, to each their own, of course. I'm not the seller who's going to tell you don't do wholesale if you're interested in wholesale. I don't think anybody should listen to some random person on the internet telling them what business model they should do. I don't like wholesale. I don't prefer wholesale. I can give my opinions on wholesale, but I've seen wholesale work for people. I'm not like the arbitrage or wholesale creators where they, they'll stand on the hill and be like, oh, that would be fun. Hey, that would be fun, Airstick. That's a really great idea, bro. I actually really like that idea. When the final version comes out, we'll definitely do that. That's actually a really, really cool idea. Alex, thank you for sharing the live as always, my friend. So slim margins with wholesale, you say? Yeah, average profit margin for wholesale is like 10 to 15%. Same thing with arbitrage. Sometimes wholesale will even see lower than 10% margins. Average profit margin for established products with private label is like 25 to 35%. We're at 3K. Yes, sir. Clipping, I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who liked and shared. We are going to do some live product research. How much capital needed to start Amazon FBA? For the business model I do, private label, I would say 3K USD. But that's, essentially for everything. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It depends on the product and how the product you launch, the cost of goods of that product, and then how many units you order. From what price point do you consider a product higher ticket product? Probably like over $80, maybe even over $70. How do people buy from Walmart and sell on Amazon, but Amazon won't accept Walmart invoice? Because to get approved to sell brands, you have to get approved from an official wholesaler or distributor. Walmart is a retailer. They are not a wholesaler or distributor. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so I want to show you guys this. I think it's funny. This dude's still in the live. God bless him. Maybe he's here to learn now. Flick, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you, my guy, and everybody in the live vibe and asking questions. Been having issues enrolling into Dangerous Good program on Amazon Seller Central. What issues? No one is bundling this bought together product on listing. It could be a gap in the market, Justin. Is there a weight limit for a product you try to keep it below? So it's not something like that's super set in my criteria, but generally I try to look for products under like 15, 20 pounds. Do you create business name once you have product in mind, or create broad name for a business? I usually create a broad name nowadays. Like, I'm not going to say the brand name, but for the new account that I just started, it would essentially be like Luke's Products, right? Obviously, that's not my brand name, but yeah, I do keep it generic. Okay, so I want to show you guys this. This is so sick. So I created, do you always add value? Yes, I do. Always want to stand out and differentiate from your competition. All right, so we'll show this. Sorry, YouTube, I can't show you guys this because for some reason every time actually, yes, I can. Hold on, I remember how I can do this. Let me flip this to YouTube. So we'll do this, we'll do this, and then we'll do this. There we go. No, I do private label SK. I'm the brand owner, my friend. Okay, so this is something that I created for my students, you guys. I just showed my students this final version. Oh, this isn't the final version. This is the beta version, but it's going to pretty much look like this. So this is a Amazon AI tool, which I'm so excited for. Probably the most exciting thing that I've dropped. So this essentially can help you with everything on Amazon. It'll answer any question that you guys have about Amazon. It'll answer, it'll help validate products, which I'm going to show you guys this right now. It'll help reference, like, what does each PPC masterclass go over, and it'll reference, and then it'll put the link of the lesson in there. But so yeah, it'll validate products for students. We have a template for them to use. And so let's say, does this product meet the criteria? Water bottle, 2,000 search volume, average price 20, average reviews 11K, cost per click 90 cents, and then 2 out of 4 sellers under 200 reviews make 10K a month. And it's going to give you your product numbers versus the masterclass criteria. And then it'll also give you course context on what lessons you can find this in. So primary module, product research, and then the how to analyze a potential product video, the AMZ Masterclass product criteria video, and then also there was one more. I think it's on the next one. So then it'll give you the conclusion. So this product does not meet the Masterclass criteria, mainly because exceptionally high reviews, 11,000 versus under 500. Price is below, price is below the preferred threshold, and then search volume is low for a highly competitive niche. And then we took the same product just to show people. Now, let's say that you put in a product, search volume 2,000, average price 30, average reviews 400, cost per click pretty good business to make AI for online courses, mentorships. Stay tuned, brother. That's all I'll say. Average reviews 400, cost per click 90 cents. 10 out of 30 sellers under 200 reviews make 10K a month. It'll break everything down for you. It'll give you course context, so how to find a potential product, criteria, how to analyze a product, and then conclusion. This product meets the AMZ Masterclass criteria on numbers alone. You should proceed with further due diligence to verify it's not seasonal, not restricted, or brand dominated. And most importantly, confirm you can achieve 30% margins after all costs by requesting quotes from a supplier. So this is a new tool that we dropped. I was showing the students today how to use it to answer a case. If you guys want, I'll actually, hold on, I'll show you guys right now. So it'll even help you with seller support. So we can drop a message in here. So create a case with Amazon seller support regarding them saying, I can't change my brand name per Amazon's brand name policy, but there is nothing in the policy that says that we are the brand owner. And then we'll let it load. Yeah, I'm super excited about this. It'll officially be out in like a week, but I'll probably make a video on TikTok about it before that time comes. It's in the fine tuning stage right now. So it's not fully ready, but it's pretty much there. So again, you'll see that it gives you course context. So what module and what lessons, how to get brand approval, and then how to apply for brand registry. And then it'll link the video so students can just jump to that video to watch it. And then it literally made a sample message for seller support. And then let me show you guys one more thing here. Oh, okay, no, YouTube can't see that. Actually, they might be able to. I don't think so. Hopefully not. Hold on, I'm going to show something right now. So then we can say here, hold on, let me set this up. Let me unplug this. Hold on, just because I don't want to hold this while I'm typing. I'm going to show you guys a better view. So Amazon responded with this, and then we'll drop the response, and then we can say something like, what will we say? You can say something like, Amazon responded this, we dropped their response. So you can copy and paste Amazon's responses from their cases and say, we are not changing the brand on the product. It has always been there. We are trying to change it from generic to properly or accurate. Yeah, let's say accurately. What's the word that I'm trying to look for? Accurately. I can't think of it, so we'll use this word. Depict the brand. And then we'll let that load. And we're going to get into live product research, but I really just wanted to show this off because it's really sick, to be honest. And then here we go. Now it is going to give you a response. You can go back and forth and use this for your Amazon cases. I think it's pretty sweet. So now let's do some product research. Very excited about that. I don't know what you mean by display times. All right, so you guys choose what category do you guys want to do product research in. How much did it cost to create that AI? I'm not going to disclose that exact amount, to be honest with you. So what category do you guys want to do product research in? Let me know. Actually, we'll just wait. I'll flip the camera around. We'll do live product research now. I don't like school supplies, Sabita, because that's seasonal. When school's not in session, then it's not going to be really relevant. You know what I mean? So that's those are seasonal products. I avoid seasonal products. Did we do sockets and impacts yesterday? 5 figures. No, it didn't cost 5 figures. Well, it was up there. It was up there. I will say to build something like that is very expensive. Full transparency. It's actually one of my buddies' AI companies who did it. So now remember, I think you've asked that before, Sabita. I don't sell beauty products. Most beauty products don't fall into my criteria. Plus, you need extra approvals for them. And don't ever think, guys, that I'm like saying anything wrong with what you're saying. This is how you learn, right? I have a mentorship happy. Yes, that's for people who wanted a more in-depth guide and to have me as their mentor to be able to reach out to me whenever they wanted. So let's pick a category that we're going to do some live product research in. Let's try to stick to the main ones: home and kitchen, office products, baby products, toys and games, pet supplies, even health and household. But yeah, like beauty, I'd never look in the beauty category because I don't have any interest in selling beauty products. They do not meet the criteria. Also, guys, I know how to do product research. So this only works if you guys do it. There we go. So health and household. Let's do health and household. I'm going to flip the camera around in a second. Let's share the YT screen again. I just have to like move the phone back and forth when I do that. Okay. So let's get into it. So step one, we're going to search something generic on Amazon, something like health and household, right? Health and household. And now we are going to go through this page until we get a product that generates a product idea. Can I start with 1,000 budget? No, not for this business model, brother. You would need at least 3K. Scroll through. You guys are going to be the ones who tell me if a product catches your eye. I already know how to do product research to pick a product for you. And for everybody who's new here, remember, I purposely am not going to show products that meet the criteria. The whole idea with this is I'm going to teach you how to do product research. I'm not going to select a product for you guys. Okay? So for the people who are new and they're like, every product that he's looking at doesn't show the criteria. Yep, that's on purpose. That is by design. The idea is to teach you guys how to do it. So we're going to scroll and you guys are going to let me know a product that catches your eye. I am not going to select it. And nobody feel bad if you say a product and then I tell you why it's not a good product. This is how we learn, you guys and gals. So let's go through here. Nope, Lysol is a branded product, my friend. We can't sell branded products as private label. It also has 17,000 reviews. The average reviews in that market will be too high. We do not touch branded products. So let me know when you guys see a product that catches your eye. Home and kitchen is easier. Yeah, I do agree with that, to be honest. Let's do home and kitchen. Just because, like, yeah, I think it'll be better for everybody to give you more context. Does AMZ AI have access to Amazon policies and updates to them? Yes, bro, it will. Or it does. So yes, it does. Okay, health and household. Let's select a product here. The search volume for stainless steel. Can you search for, I'm not looking up products specifically, bro. I don't analyze products for people unless they're my students. We're doing live product research. So only products that we see on the page. So you guys let me know when you see a product that catches your eye. Remember, I'm not going to pick it. I already know how to do this. Lost, good to see you, my guy. Thank you for sharing the live. Stainless steel. Where did you see that? Okay, I mean, I think that's good. Trash bags. Let me explain trash bags really quickly. Number one, trash bags. If you see this listing has 52,000 reviews. The average reviews are going to be high. Also, Glad and Hefty are brand dominant in this category, so it's not even something that I would look at. Scrub Mommy is a branded product. We are not looking at branded products, you guys. We do this is private label, so we don't even touch brand names. We're not looking up Glad and seeing how Glad sells on Amazon, because we can't sell Glad on Amazon as private label sellers. I did see, so we have the meat tenderizer. This one's an interesting one. I already kind of have my thoughts on it, but I'm not going to spoil it till we get there. So first thing that we want to do is identify the main keyword. I would bet that it is either meat tenderizer or steel meat tenderizer. So we're going to go ahead and go to our search bar. We're going to look up meat tenderizer. And so as you see right here, we want the keyword that's most relevant and has the highest search volume. Really quickly, let's just look at steel meat tenderizer and see there. No, see, this one has 204 search volume. That's not enough. So that makes me know that meat tenderizer is the main keyword. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And as we see different designs, we have these electric ones, but all of these products are meat tenderizers. Okay, it's actually a little interesting when you see products with different designs. Now, if anybody can guess, do you guys think that this is going to be a good market or not a good market before we even pull up our X-ray tool? Drop in the chat. What do we think? Happy says not. What does everyone else think? Let's get 2 more comments. Alex says no. Time says question mark. Do we think that it will be a good product? Remember coming across this while doing product research for my first product? Nice. So you already know. All right, so we're going to need a product research software. I use Helium-10, the X-ray extension. Not too much sellers. That's not why it's not going to be a good market, but let's look. So before I even get into it, do we need an LLC? No, you don't need one, brother. You can start as a sole proprietor, or you can start with an LLC. Juno, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you and everybody in the live vibing, asking questions. So what do we think? Before I go over it, let's see if you guys know how to analyze the data. Chef, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you, my guy. Chef, is that the Egyptian flag in your bio? Or do I just not know my flags? All right, what do we think, guys? Is this a good market based on these numbers? Let's see for the people who have been in the live. Oh, no Yemenis. Nice, nice. How can I start? Step 1, create an Amazon seller account. Step 2, find a potential product to sell using a product research software. Exactly the steps that we're doing right now. What's your question, Anwar? Remember, guys, I'm not going to do this for you. Let's see. This is the Helium-10 X-ray extension. I want the comments to say, do we think that this is a good product? What is the best software? The one that I'm using right now, Helium-10, in my opinion, is the best. Another alternative is Jungle Scout, but I think Helium-10 is better. I'm also biased towards it, but. So Sheep says, nope. Is it free? No, this is not free. You want to get the paid version because it'll show you all the data. No, high reviews and the average and the price is less than 30. Also, for everybody new here, it is by design. I will never show you guys, unless it just happens that you guys pick a product that's great, but I'll usually never show you guys a product that meets the criteria. This is to show you how to analyze a product, show you my mindset when I'm doing product research. But anyone who comes in here and is like, man, this guy keeps finding products that don't meet the criteria, they're not good products. Yeah, that's on purpose. I have a list of 300, 400, 500 products that meet my criteria. I don't share that list publicly, but it's more so that I'm not just going to hand away a free product on live. My account deactivated 10 months ago. I'm trying to reinstate it. Do you suggest anything to reinstate? It depends why it got deactivated, bro. If you want to share that. So Iman hit it on the nose. Average reviews in this market, 4,000, too high. Average price in the market, 25, too low. Just by looking at that, we can now move on from this product, not spend 20 minutes on it. How will you share it? Share what? Not spend 20 minutes on it due to product authenticity, but they say we don't accept the supplier that I have. You could always try to contact other suppliers to see if they have the correct information just to try to get it approved. So review should be lower, under or around 500. So just by looking at this data, we don't need to spend hours on this product. But I'm going to show you guys all the metrics that we want to look at. I currently am not paying for Jungle Scout user 18. The list, is there a fee? No, I don't share the list to anybody, Sabita. That's my list. It's not like I'm not one of the people who have like a lead list for everyone. I do have a product selection option in my mentorship where I'll select one product for a student for every product selection that they get. But nobody has access to my entire list except for me. Technically, if nothing links, you can, Anwar, but you got to be careful because not even the Wi-Fi or the device that you use can link, my friend. So we're going. Are you South Asian? No, I'm Egyptian. So we're going to look at search volume. We want that to be above 10K. Can you check product sales? What do you mean by that? I'm not going to check your product sales, Rajan. I don't audit anybody's account or anybody's listing except for my own students. We are only doing product research based on a broad market. How about the name? Because the other account on the LLC, nothing can link. Under or around 500 reviews. If it's like 500, 600, 700, I'm okay with it. If it's like 1,000, 1,500, I'm usually not okay with it. So we're looking at search volume, at least 2K for most keywords. There are some rare exceptions. We want a product that's not seasonal. I wouldn't consider this seasonal, right? Even though it does have a little peak here. A lot of products will have a peak. Even at its lowest point, 38,000 search volume is still very strong. Total revenue at least 200K. Average revenue around 8 to 10K. Average price over 30. Average reviews under or around 500. But we don't need to spend that much time on that product. We would just come back to our page where we search home and kitchen, and we would rinse and repeat the process. So let's see if you guys, let's throw some more product names out there. You guys pick a product. How did you think that? Because it's the same colors, bro. And I'm pretty sure it's the same color scheme too. The Egyptian flag just has the little gold bird or whatever in the middle. I'm also geographically challenged. Under cabinet light, number one, I'm not launching electronic products. So it doesn't even, electronic products don't meet my criteria. And also this product is priced at $14. It will likely have a low average price. And guys, never think that you're saying something bad. We already looked at the broom. The broom had high average reviews. Meat thermometer is a low priced product, and it also has, it's also electronic, so it doesn't meet the criteria. Now, never think, guys, that, oh, I'm using helium-10 Juno. Never think that, oh man, Luke keeps saying no to my ideas. Oh, that's not cool. It's never in that regard. I'm trying to teach you guys, because kind of like how all of you guys are picking product now, you would be spending time on all of those products, going and looking them up, identifying. Nothing can link, Anwar. Literally nothing can link. You guys would be spending time looking at these products, being like, oh, this doesn't meet the criteria, this doesn't meet the criteria, this doesn't meet the criteria. I don't even need to look at the product markets to know that they don't meet the criteria. I don't use SellerAmp, bro. The owner of SellerAmp always messages me trying to get me to use his product, but I'm Helium 10 all the way. I've used so many softwares and tested so many softwares, and I really haven't found one better than Helium 10. No, that one doesn't meet the criteria, brother. And I don't even know if that's on here. Like I said, I'm not. So this one, same thing. It's going to have high average reviews. It's also going to have a low price for the refrigerator deodorizer. And see, guys, see how I don't even have to spend time looking at these products? Just because, and I say this, the more product research that you guys do, the better that you will get at it. Okay? How to do when Helium 10 is not showing the average review. Can we do it manually? Either refresh Helium 10. Yeah, usually you just have to refresh Helium 10, Iman. So let's keep going through. You guys tell me if you see a product that catches your eye. I know I've said a no to a lot of them, but no, we did the mug already before. It doesn't meet the criteria. Or the ice cream maker. Knife set. We can do the knife set. I already know what this product market will look like, but yeah, let's look at the knife set. Is it the same price monthly for Helium 10? Yes. So again, I'm not going to do knife set because that's too broad. We'll do kitchen set. That's going to be the main keyword. So we come here to Helium 10. We search kitchen knife set. And so we have all of these listings right here. Now, can anybody tell me if they think that this product is going to be good or not before we even look at the data? Kitchen knife set is not going to be a good one. Why, Sheep? So Happy thinks good. Sheep says no. Let's hear your take on it, Sheep. I already have my opinions, but this is, I also am walking you guys through it so that you guys say it, because it will help you be better at product research. So Sheep says average reviews will be too high. My friend, you are correct. So if we look here, we can even organize it by most reviews to least. We see, and we can actually even hide sponsored products. So we see right here that this kitchen knife set right here has 32,000 reviews. This one is, oh, that's actually still a kitchen knife set. This Amazon Basics, 24,000. This one, 20,000. Amazon Basics, 19,000. And what you guys will see when you have high average reviewed markets is that when we look at low reviewed sellers on page 1, there's only 4. One who has 99 reviews, one who has 120, one who has 134, one who has 143. So what are the chances that you as a new seller is going to be, if more reviews, does that mean too much competition? It means that the competition is too established. You want to be on page 1 for your product. If only 4 sellers are on page 1, the chances of you getting to page 1 organically is not so great. We want products where there's a good amount of sellers on page 1. Now, I know I said I wouldn't show you guys ever a good product, which I would never show you guys a product that I would ever launch. But let me show you guys this. Or no, sorry. I'm going to show you guys what a good market looks like, but this still is not a product that I would launch. I do feel bad because I'm sure out of all the people we have in here, there's going to be some people who think, oh, Luke just gave me a free product, I'm going to go launch this one. Let me tell you, if you think like that, you're going to have a rough go, because there's a reason why I'm showing you this product. because I would never launch it and I would never give it to one of my students. Okay, so because it's an electronic product, unless you want to account for like 15 to 10% return rate in your margins, and Amazon just recently added the high return rate badge on Amazon, which is a conversion crusher, you wouldn't want to touch this product. Again, I would never show you guys a product that I think is actually a good product to sell. But these are the numbers that you guys want to look at. Average reviews, 467. Average price, 41. Average revenue, 13K. Total revenue, 659. Search volume, 10K. And then when we look at how low reviewed sellers in the market, I genuinely still think, even after me saying all that, there will be somebody who goes and tries to launch this. Again, I feel sorry for that. So now we have 27 low reviewed sellers on this page. When we organize it by, actually, funny enough, this product is doesn't even meet the criteria fully. We would want 20% of low reviewed sellers, which there's actually only 4 out of 27, which is not 20%, but we would want 20% of low reviewed sellers to be making 10K plus a month. So let's go back to home and kitchen. I don't look up specific products. Happy. If you guys ever wanted me to personally analyze all of the products that you ever researched, that's only for my mentorship students. I will teach you guys how to do product research. I will teach you guys how to analyze products, but I'm not going to analyze them for you. So, quick question. Do Amazon basics just magically appear on page 1 as it is sold by Amazon? Yeah, pretty much. I actually got in a debate with this Amazon seller. He like tries to disprove other Amazon sellers, and it's funny because he's like, I'm gonna make a video about you. I was like, please, bro, make a video about me, and I'll make a response video proving you wrong. Guess who never made a video about me? Because he knew that he was wrong. But he's like, it's kind of like one of those things, what came first? What did you say about, I'll get to that. It's kind of like one of those things, what came first, the chicken or the egg? He was trying to claim that Amazon was always in the #1 spot because they had the best sales. And I claimed, right, because they look at this, featured by Amazon, right? Featured Amazon brands. I say that they have a big amount of sales because they're in the #1 position. The #1 position takes like 40% of market share. So of course they're going to have the most sales when they're always at the #1 spot. Simple as that. You want 20% of low reviewed sellers to be making 10K plus a month ABC. Let's see, how long have we been on live? Been on live for a minute, actually. Oh, wait, you located in USA or Canada? I'm in the US, Andrew. Get out of that. Gets the best view of this because it's just a full screen share. Okay, let's do one more. Let's go to page 2. Let's get some fresh ones. So you guys let me know a product that catches your eye. Oh yeah, let's do that. We did say that we were going to do that. Let's do it with this product. So we're going to show you guys how to differentiate a product as well. Okay, so we have claw machine for kids. I'm going to do like a quick version of this because we have been on live for a minute already. So when I'm looking to differentiate a product, I'm not looking to like fully reinvent a product. Okay. So let's say we have all these claw machine for kids. You're like, how would I differentiate this product? Well, first things first is we would pull up our X-ray extension again. We're not going to set any filters or anything, but we're going to organize it by parent level revenue. And I'm going to start going through these listings and making note of what each listing has. Like, for example, I'll go as far as like how many listings who make 10K plus a month have a pink design. How many sellers who make 10K plus a month have not a pink design? Because it does seem like pink is the most popular. And then that would give me a gauge to see what color is the most popular. And then if we come over here How many sellers include toys in their product who perform well? How many sellers who don't have toys perform well? What kind of toys as bonus items are they adding? Right? Because maybe you saw some sellers who, most of them who were performing well had the pink design, some had toys, some didn't, right? Okay, well, that would make a note. Well, maybe I'm gonna add some toys for this product. And then another thing is I would be looking at the designs of the product. So we see like, let's go to this one again. So little things on top like this, little designs, and I would be making note of that. I would be making note of all the bonus items that were included in the market, and we would go through all of the sellers who were performing well. We're not going to go through every seller just for time's sake. We would go over what sizes were performing well. We would go over what colors, we would go over what bonus items, and you're going to notice that not every seller does every single thing in the market that you see is doing well. Okay, so then I would start to create a hybrid listing. So I would say, okay, let's say that we saw pink. Pink design was the best. So I would make note of that. Maybe I want to launch a pink design. I'm not copying people necessarily, but I'm taking ideas. And then let's say that some sellers only had 10 little toys that they added. Maybe I can look and add 20 toys to my listing. And then I would go look at designs that were performing well, like standard versus like this standard claw machine design versus like a design like this. And then I would make note of that. And I would take ideas from all of the sellers who were performing well, and I would create a hybrid listing. There's another option where you could even go, like maybe you saw a bunch of popular designs. I think this is a good example. So they came out and they launched a design that's a little bit more unique, different color, things like that. You could also go and launch something unique to the market that the market hasn't seen before. And I would do that again for each one of my competitors until I created a hybrid that once I was done differentiating was better on paper than all of these sellers. And then I would try to be price competitive with the market, because if I offered more, if I offered a better design, if I offered the more popular color, for example, and I did all of those things and was price competitive, my product is going to be a lot more attractive than my customers. Now, y'all, we just gave an hour of straight value. So now we do one shameless plug. If you guys like the videos, like the lives, want access to the new tool that I just created for the students, want access to all of my strategies A to Z, want to be able to message me whenever you want about questions, then go to the TikTok bio. Check out the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship. If you guys were interested, you would go and click, yes, I want to apply. I appreciate you, Alex. Always liking the lives, bro. Go through this quick, 30-second application. Actually fill out the information proper. Don't do what I'm doing. YT, I'm going to cut this part because I don't want to dox my information. Fill out your name, fill out your contact info. And then if you guys qualified for the program, because we do deny like 90% of people, you'd click submit. And if you did qualify, you would be prompted to this page right here. You would select a date, you would select the time that was available. There it is. And then you would be able to hop on an onboarding call with my team. Now, it's not a sales team. It is an onboarding specialist. The person that you'll talk to is my guy, Adam. He's actually an AMZ Masterclass student. He actually currently sells on Amazon successfully right now. Adam speaks for me. So no, I won't be on that call. You'd only get access to me and access to get on a call with me after you join the program. But like I said, Adam does speak for me. And on that note, everybody, make sure you guys go show some love to my last few videos. Shout out to TikTok being here for 90 more days. God willing, forever. I hope you guys got value from it. Are you available tomorrow for one-on-one on mobile? I'm not the one doing one-on-ones, bro. It's only for my mentorship students. Remember that. I mean, I am doing one-on-ones for my mentorship students, but I'm not going to do a one-on-one call unless you're one of my students. And tomorrow I'm going to a wedding. So make sure you guys go check out the AMZ Masterclass. That's, of course, for people who want a more in-depth guide and want direct access to me. Andrew, for any questions like that, hop on a call with my team, brother. They'll be able to answer any questions that you have. And remember, maybe the mentorship's not in the cards for you. I do have a lot of free resources, so make sure that you guys take advantage of that as well. But it is for those people who wanted that one-on-one access to me, be able to message me, all of that. I hope everybody has a blessed day, blessed night. God bless you all, and I will see you soon.